Hey everybody, what's up? So I figured I'd do a little in-brief. Also, I now have a table, which is awesome. I went a lot of years without a table. And my wife found a table that was free. She's very resourceful. So the whole point of this video and what I did at the range was to start testing suppressors. I'm now in a position where I can start picking up suppressors. I've started to go through the process of selecting one. Now I'm starting with a pistol can, and honestly I'm already solid on the rifle cans, but we'll get into that later. I've settled on getting the HK45M. I know Dead Air has a very similar setup, and Dead Air is kind of popular right now, but I'd rather go with the AAC. For those of you that remember, way back in the day I shot an FNP45 Tactical. AAC can was the first can I used. And it's funny because I went to the range to shoot the 45M, which they were going to let me do, but they couldn't find the proper piston for an HK. So the one that they had set up for the HK was the Octane 45. So that's what I shot. They had an HK45 Tactical there for rent, and I have two HK45 Tacticals. My wife has an HK45 Tactical, so it's definitely a viable platform for me to suppress. So what I wanted to do was test out the concept, see how quiet it would be, and the length of that Octane can is the length of the 45M in its full configuration. So yeah, it's not the same can, and yeah, I'm not going to get the same exact experience, but it was similar enough both in size and decibel rating that I could test it out, you know, full configuration, and then with the K configuration I can figure that part out later. The reason I'm looking at modular cans like that is because for pistols I've decided I want to do it all can, and the 45M is going to do that for me. I'll run the shorter configuration on the shorter guns like the VP9s and the Glock 19 and a few other guns, as well as the Mark 23, so it's not super long. So that's my whole idea behind this. I know it's taken me a long time to get into suppressors. I was kind of waiting to let the market evolve a little bit because we kind of went through a suppressor renaissance the past 4 years, 5 years maybe. So I kind of wanted to let that plateau a little bit before I started getting suppressors, and the 45M came out. So very excited about that can. As soon as I get back from this next thing I got to do, I will be picking that can up and some rifle cans and going from there. So I just want to set this up a little bit. I shot 50 rounds through the suppressor and 100 rounds through my HK45 Tactical. About halfway through, you'll see me shoot the suppressed HK45 and then my HK45 for a little bit of contrast. I gotta say, I really like the picture of the new GoPro, but the sound isn't always good for firearms. I'll annotate in the video where the suppressor sounds like it did to me in the range. I'll put a little green annotation, a little green star or series of stars so it's obvious, but I'll just put that on the bottom so it's not distracting. But there's probably only 3 or 4 trigger pulls through the GoPro that sound accurate. I really do enjoy shooting suppressors, and it's just as addictive as firearm ownership in general and HKs in general. So I look forward to doing that, and I can't wait to start getting the rifle cans. Thanks for watching. Take care of each other, stay safe, and enjoy the shooting footage coming right up. And support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.